fixed it. Look, no laggy yada. No laggy Genmu. look how look how fluid my head is. Let's fucking go. Okay, guys. Thanks for coming to my debut stream. There's no testing issue. There's no record of that anymore. But today's plan is I'll do my introduction of like everything. You know, and that's the plan. Yes, it's fine. It's good now. Let me get my bird. Thank you, thank you. Let me get my bird. Let me. Wait, look, guys, look. My first talent is gonna show you guys how I eat the bird. I put it away. So. Look, it's gone. Okay, let's go to our slides. Okay. So hi everybody. I'm Genmu Kumotori. If you're speaking in Japanese, Kumotori is the last name, so it'll be Kumotori Genmu. But this is my logo, and then on the top is just how the kanji is written. Some basic info. Myself a little bit here. I guess not. Well, it's fine. You guys can see it, even though it's blocked here. Yeah. So my name is Genmu Kumotori, and then that is the kanji and the kanji in Japanese. So my name, the Japanese meaning. So the last name, the Kumotori. So Kumo means cloud, and Tori means bird. And like I like Alterias. And Genmu, there is a reference, Genmu Muso from Kamen Rider, even though I never watched it. But I watched clips after my friend mentioned it. So that's the, I guess, the meme. And you guys can just call me Genmu or GemCum with a K. Okay, guys? And then if you guys speak Chinese, I mean, you could use like the Genmu, how it sounds like in Chinese, just like Huanmen. But you could also just call me like Genmu, because that kind of sounds like Scammu, you know, the pronunciation. And my birthday is January 23rd. I'm Aquarius. I'm okay into horoscopes. I'm more into like the natal chart. So I know all my charts, and just for fun, okay? I don't judge people based on charts or if you're like a specific type. But I just do that for fun. Emu Emu Odori? What's Emu Odori? Yenny. Yeah, you guys can call me a lot of like just like variations is fine. You know? I don't mind. And my height is 136, and in inches that would be 5'4". And my fan mark is the fog emoji. And people would ask like why it is the fog, like why isn't it a cloud or a crow or a bird or like sleeping emoji? And I'll admit I'm stupid because so for the Kumo kanji, right? So the first kanji here, uh wait Wait a second, guys. Here. So this is the first kanji, right? So the top part is basically like it is like it means like rain, and then the bottom part is a cloud. Like that's actually like it could be split into two words. And for the fog, which is kiri in Japanese, it has the same top, which is also rain, but the bottom part is like like it looks different. And halfway through, not halfway, but like more than 80% of the time, I thought the Kumor, the Kumor, the Kumo meant fog, not cloud. And I was like, what's a emoji that nobody uses, or at least I haven't seen. Because I also didn't want two emojis. You know, I didn't want like a bird with a cloud or like a cloud with something else, and that doesn't really fit my style. If that makes sense. Like cloud is more woof woof, that type of vibe. So that's the reason why it's a fog. As half that I was stupid and didn't know my own last name. The other thing is I don't see many people using that, so I'm using it. That's logic. And my occupation is a falconer. So I train birds, but also like a bird keeper. So no animal abuse here. Oh, something happened. Oh, thank you, Frost and Heavens. And then here, you guys would, I mean, this. So my resident is in the neighboring cyberpunk city, and I currently live in the South Slum area. And Lord wise, that's where also IP and Livetoons live in. They never stated what the like the universe they live in is called, but it is kind of like a cyberpunk city. So that's the lore. But I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. I'm human, and I'm not a bird. So I am 100%. Maybe not 100%. Maybe you guys don't know. Maybe I'm a cyborg, and something like that. But definitely not an animal. And for languages, I speak English and Chinese. I'm my Chinese is actually better than my English. Like I'm native fluent in themes, internet slang, all that. And because I'm fluent in Chinese, I could probably read a lot of kanji in Japanese, but I don't know any grammar. So if anybody wants to type Japanese, it'll be harder for me to understand. And I definitely at current point I cannot speak Japanese coherently. So that's language skills. And my likes and dislikes. This should be really obvious. I like Birbs. Also like plushies. Uh, a lot of my birds are dead plushies that don't poop and don't chirp. And then my favorite foods are salmon sashimi. So I eat it without soy sauce, wasabi, and I eat like 10 or 20 orders. I leave a mark every sushi or Japanese restaurant that I go to because they're like, girl, that's a lot. And I'm like, I know, I don't, just trust me. And there's this other dish called baijianji. So I guess the direct translation is white cut chicken. But it's not raw chicken. It's cut chicken, but just cooked chicken, and they put it in ice water, and it becomes kind of cold. It's a chicken dish, okay? And I like that. That's my favorite chicken dish. But in general, anything that flies, any birds, I also like to eat. Like the yada that's gone. And yeah, like seafoods. Most of the seafood I like. And for drink, I like Coca-Cola, lemon tea, variations of tea, black tea, green tea, all that, like all teas, lemonade. Fruit teas, not a big boba fan. I'll never order like milk tea boba when I go to a boba shop, but I'll order something like fruit if I do. And colors, of course, blue, purple, white. Just look at me. A lot of colors. A lot of other colors like what pastel, black, red. A lot of colors that I like. Flying fish. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's not a food though, right? But yeah, flying fish are cool. Both best of combined. But for fish, it's more like I like to eat them, not like as animals. That makes sense. Why not coffee? Actually, I hate coffee. I was gonna go. Let's talk about coffee. Yes, yes. So it's more like the smell is too intense for me, and I don't like the taste. And there has been people that told me like, "Oh, I used to don't like it, but I get used to it." And I'm like, "Bruh, why do I need to get used to something that I hate?" Like, it's cool that you're sharing experience of like, you didn't get used to it, but then now you drink it like every day or something. And I'm just like, I don't need that. I can stay awake, or if I can't stay awake, I just sleep. And there's certain coffee shops when I open the door, I think it's the coffee bean smell or something, and it's like so intense that I want to faint. Like I cannot. Like I'll tell my friend like, I'll be out with fresh air and wait for you guys, just for you guys to get the order. So it's just I don't like the taste and I don't like the smell. That's the reason. I don't drink any coffee based. But I mean tea, right? Tea and Coke has both caffeines. And for season, I love winter, uh, which brings that I like snow and fog. That also kind of attributes why I like that emoji. It was also like square and I don't know, mystery, white, foggy. Coffee makes you. I'm sorry for your loss. Isn't that a win? What are you talking about? Yes, and then animals. So of course, bird. I also like jellyfish. So the new maxi I do like. And also rabbits, like in general, like a lot of animals, like I don't have any ones that I don't like. As you can see here, like in this, like I have the cockroaches or the croaches, but I'm okay with Maxi. And another thing is just like if it's in real life and I see it, I'll be like screaming. But if it's a video or on screen, I wouldn't be. I'll be fine. I'll be totally. Well, on top of the list of dislikes, I fucking hate sun and heat. I don't like sunshine. Anything above what 75 Fahrenheit or what, I don't know, 25 Celsius or something like that. I don't like. I'm secretly a vampire. My opinions on bees. I'm kind of afraid of them just because I afraid that they'll sting me, but I never got sting before. Uh, yeah, that's. But I mean, they wait. What did they poly flowers, right? So they're good for the ecosystem. But I'm gonna if they're close to me and I realize that I'll be afraid. I don't know if I'll stay still and just try to see if they fly away by themselves or if I'll panic and be like whap and then just run. Yeah. Like I was more saying, for example, like spiders and snakes. I feel like in real life if I see them, I'll be scary just because maybe but I watch videos that are not in real life, right? So on screen, just as educational or for fun, I'll watch them. That also includes cockroaches because it's not in real life, so I'm fine with it. It's just in real life I can't. Especially cockroaches because they move fast. And usually there's more than one. I am a shut-in. Actually, I was gonna say, it's not in this PDF, or not in PDF presentation, but it's a known fact that I don't like to go outside. And People assume just because of that, people assume I'm an introvert, and I'm just like, I am nothing. I have nothing to do with introvert. And a lot of times, introvert people would try to convince me, or they'll be confused, and I'm like, why you as an introvert is telling me what if I am an introvert, not what I am not an introvert. And introvert and extrovert also does not mean like how talkative or like you yap so much or whatever stuff. It's just like you when you go out and like it's if you have to recharge after going out with people and stuff like that kind of. I think that is the actual correct definition. Even though sometimes introvert people might have, sometimes they're shy or they have some other like stereotypical traits. That's not true. Not all introverted people are like that. But I am definitely not an introvert. But I don't like to go outside because first sun and second when you go outside you have to spend money most of the time. And I hate driving. I need to pay attention when I drive. So just multiple factors that makes me a shouldn't. But my house, my room is clean, okay? I'm not like I have a bunch of coats laying around and it's like even though I live in a slum, my room is clean. Okay, guys? Make that clear. I know. And I personally I don't like to get tan and I just don't like I don't like sunlight, So another reason of not going out at least in the day, right? And even though I'm a falconer and I like birds, I'm extremely afraid of heights. So even when so those stairs that are some stairs that are like not connected together, right? So you could actually put your feet in between the two, like the top and the bottom one. Or sometimes on the side they don't have like a bar, or the bar is just like one tiny piece or something like that. If I go from ground one, right, so bottom floor, onto the second floor, I will be against the wall and walk really slow. That's how bad it is. So yeah, also so no roller coaster for me. I'll share more stories about that when my friends told me like, "Oh, it's not gonna be bad," and I trust them and I screamed my lungs out, and they were like, "Yeah, I that was a bad decision of my end to drag you up with me." But yeah, no heights. Sorry, guys. But at least I trust my birds, right? I'm not gonna fall off if I am on my bird or I'm hanging my ray out the claw, as the transportation. I'll be fine. Someone fact check that. Fact check what? Also, I don't like spicy food, and when mean spicy food, I mean like extremely anything spicy that includes black pepper. So sometimes fried chickens, right? And they'll have like a little bit of seasoning with like black pepper on top. And most of the time, that is spicy. So when I go out and eat with my friends, sometimes I see something that's a little bit red, or like sometimes just like red pepper, and some red peppers are spicy. And I'll look at the dish and be like, mm, like this. Mm. And my friend would test it for me, and they'd be like, I'm those drug dogs that are like really sensitive, and all my friends actually do know like what is spicy to me. Like tiny micro amounts is spicy to me. So and they'll tell me if it is spicy. If it's not, it's actually not spicy. It just looks like it's I don't know black pepper, but it's not. And they'll be like, oh but you trust me, right? I'm like, yes, I do trust you. So and then yeah, it's not spicy. I don't hate. It's just I when I eat it and then my mouth is like I can't handle it. I wouldn't say like hate. I, I guess it's hate. I just can't do it. Oh, and it's the same logic with coffee. They'll be like, oh, so there's people like, oh, you're missing out on life for like tasty spicy food, or be like, oh, I used to not eat spicy food, but then I got used to it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to get tortured. Sorry, like, I'm fine with missing out spicy food. Okay. Yes, black pepper is spicy. Wait, no, it depends. You know, sometimes when they put it in mashed potato, so it's the feel that sometimes it's like numb, right? But it's not painful, or it's not like I'm like like that, right? But sometimes like fried chicken, they put like a lot of black pepper on top of the skin, and then that is spicy. Yeah, that is spicy. I'm sorry, that is spicy. Oh no, oh no, yeah, no, that you don't need to fact check. I so many people has told me they're like, oh, I like maybe not suffering, but like, oh, I was not used to eating spicy food or coffee, you know. But then I build up. I think it's maybe same with like alcohol, right? They build up with their tolerance or something. Oh, that's another thing. I don't like alcohol. Just because of taste. Nothing wrong with it. I've tried every single alcohol, like white, red, beer, even those what like 0.2 percentage fruit thing, high chew, everything. I don't like the taste. Sorry guys. So I don't drink as well. 对，黑胡椒是辣的，对的，是的，那个程度的辣度我是不行的。Super duper. You know what? Now we know the what dono or like subathon goes is like what you hit 10 and I need to eat black pepper. I need 100. I need to drink what vodka. And what's the other day? What's the very isn't the devil spicy pepper whatever stuff? Yeah, that's not happening, guys. Don't worry. I already said that because I'm not gonna put that on the list. Okay, last thing. Oh, not last thing. And then, okay, yeah, physical pain. So I specifically said physical because I feel like I have a better tolerance of mental pain, even though I wouldn't recommend that. You know, like pain in any form is bad. I don't like it. But in terms of physical, so another thing is when I get a flu shot, that is painful. And I'm better now, but before they rub the alcohol, whatever containing on your skin, right? And I'm just like very nervous. I'm like, "Mm, mm." And then the nurse or the doctor would be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like, no, I'm gonna cry." I'll share that story, but it's part of a PTSD, yeah. But yeah, and pain of like pinching, like any minor painful thing, I cannot tolerate. Maybe I could, actually, I could, but like I don't. Oh, it's better to me just to scream and not tolerate it. So that's why it's physical pain. Yeah, not fun. But I just mean by like for example, black pepper is spicy, like right, and taking a shot is painful. That's you know, like that type of stuff is considered the same on the list. I think my mental state is fine at least. Like I feel like I have more strength in terms of non-physical pain. You know, physical pain I can't really be like brush it off. Not saying brushing off mental is good, but you guys know what I mean, okay? And then the last thing on the list, my opinion on smoking. So I don't like the smell, and actually somebody uh was like, "Oh, try this," and I tried it, and I was like, and they're like, "Oh no, you have to inhale it." I'm just like, it doesn't taste good. Like I'm like, and of course, if you're smoking, right, and I would rather not smell that. But so my dad is a heavy smoker that smokes, I think, 2 packs per day or per week. I feel like it's 2 days or something. I forgot, but he is a very heavy smoker, and I've had some secondhand smoking. But yeah, I don't like the smell. Uh, but it's not like I'll despise you if I see you smoke. You know, that makes sense. That's my opinion on smoking. Same with vaping, or I just don't like the Even I know because I have some friends that smoke that has those fruit tasting or maybe that's vaping, but like it's like fruit flavor, but I can still smell the cigarette scent, so I don't enjoy it. That's my opinion on smoking. Smell is hella bad. I know. So that's what I mean. Like I don't like the smell. And and the part of like I tried it, it was somebody else forced it on me, kind of. But I also did not like that. I mean, not the forcing part. The part where I tried smoking it, and I for sure know that I smoked it wrong, but I didn't like the smell. So yeah, I don't need to like try to like it. Last thing on the list is weed tours. Oh boy, this is what is this the controversial one? I need to say this. I'm not a gatekeeper, but I get infuriated. I get mad when I see dumb opinions or just straight up incorrect stuff. And this is not from like if somebody that's like normie, not in a bad way, right? There's not really into anime and all that, and they say something is just because they don't know. And I wouldn't be like, bro, you blah blah blah, right? But there's a certain type of people that are into it and they say the dumbest shit or they say something that they don't know when this is a known fact. Or I mean maybe a not known fact because they're not weaving. But then I'm just like, bro, you're just showing that you don't know shit. You're spooning at stuff that's incorrect. That's my explanation of the tourist part. But don't worry, I don't argue with them. I just see it and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, this clown behavior. And my likes here, you guys can see. Yep, okay. So this, I'll have more pages than anime, but this is a list of from actually kind of top to down. The ones that sound like they're in a cult. No, no, no. It's not about the fandom that they're like. How to explain? Oh, like recently there is something that it's. I don't want to give out specific examples, but it will be something like this is a thing that has happened in the past. Like this is nothing new, right? And the sweet person just doesn't know about that, and because they don't know about that, they're saying stuff that are like they're saying opinions that are stupid. And I'm just like, dude, this has been in the anime sphere for what more than 20 years. It's more sometimes it's more like how do I say it? It's like pet me of me is like you don't know something, but you're saying something. I don't know if that makes sense. No, maybe I'm the cult person. Because people would argue that I'm a gatekeeper, and I'm like, I don't fucking care who likes whatever stuff. Like, nobody can tell somebody else like, oh, you cannot be in this fandom, or you cannot like this, or I mean, yeah, somebody could tell you like, oh, you're not weeb enough. So what? Like, you're not gonna stop. You're gonna stop watching stuff that you enjoy. Yeah, if things occur, I'll probably mention it if there's something that occurs like in real life. When I'm yapping for streams. I'm not a boomer. Okay, no, okay, wait, stop. As I explained, a lot of the new stuff, it's just I don't like the plot, or if the plot is good, it's not good enough for me to put it on the list of my favorites. Okay. First of all, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon Initial D is boomer because I seen it when I was young, but I like it, and it's not like I only like Yugi Moto, and I only like Kazumi or Misty. I actually watched the later gens. I continued. It wasn't just like a nostalgic thing, even though it is. Because I watched it when I was young. Same with Initial D. Actually, I feel like I watched Initial D maybe 3 or 4 times. Stage one I watched maybe 10 times. I'll say the reason later. and upcoming slides. And Blackjack, just because the story is good. I have his Dakima pillow. JoJo, for JoJo, I specifically so I watched it when I think part three hasn't came out. The anime hasn't came out yet. But I watched part one and I thought it was okay, and I just continued on part two, and I think part two's pacing was really good. So like part two was like, oh fuck, I want to watch the next episode, you know. And it was later, I think I don't know, a year or 6 months or later, something like that, and part three came out. I also like part three's plot. I'm not crazy about part four. I'm not really crazy about part four and part five. My favorite part, of course, is part six because Jolene is fucking waifu, but Netflix butchered the anime, unfortunately. And another thing, I know everybody's gonna say Steel Ball Run, part seven is the best. I'm a lazy person, so I don't. If there's an anime, and anime has like came out first, like into my knowledge, I'll watch anime, not the manga. So I'm more a anime person. Yeah, and there's a lot of overlaps of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh and JoJo and Kamen Rider. So there's a joke that you have like the Kamen Rider belt that they transform, right? And you're doing a JoJo pose, and you're dueling. Like the fandom is like very overlap. Like there's a lot of people that are like in all these. Kamen Rider, I've never watched it because of the lost series, and I never picked it up basically. But I'm open to it. No. Like, I don't think the transformation is cringe or whatever. It's just a little like it's not like something I watched clips before, and it's not something that I'm like, oh shit, this is so amazing. I need to watch it. You know. But I'm also not like this is weird. I don't want to watch it. You know. And Akagi, so Fukumoto's work. I think more people maybe know about Kaiji the Gambler. Kaiji is cool, but Akagi is just pure dopamine. Like every single word he says, I'm just like, yeah, you're fucking right. Like I get fucking high. I've watched maybe 10 times of it as well. And he has a sexy voice, but it's pretty intense. So and it's that's like an ongoing theme, I guess. I like Senyen, so not really a lot of Shonen Jump. I don't really enjoy. Um, Basically, the only Shonen Jump on this list is what like JoJo and Yu-Gi-Oh, but you could argue that's a little not like traditional Shonen Jump, you know? Nothing wrong with them, it's just not my taste, or if I do watch it, you know, it's never gonna make my top like 10 list or whatever. Yes, yes, yes. And other gambling, like usagi stuff like that, I also enjoy. Like that is a genre, like what gambling, just like intense stuff. Same with fighting. So like Baki, and that, I mean Baki is a fucking comedy. It's not a fighting genre, but Baki is again another thing that Netflix butchered. But it is what it is. And Ashita no Joe. This is probably should also be in the manga section, but wow, like there's another thing with the is it the giant stars that's like the one before this, and I'm trying to find the I mean of course pirate right, but I'm trying to find a subtitle one and I can't find it, but I do want to watch it. I watched like the first two episodes or something. It's like a baseball or old, you know, old, like what 80s or 70s anime. And then Ashitano Joe, I think the manga was in the 70s and maybe the anime was in the 80s. Or maybe the anime was in the 70s. But boy, I'll tell you guys, when I watched this, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is a gambling. No, Yu-Gi-Oh is not a gambling anime. It's a card TCG, and that is what it is. And wait, so yeah, for Ashitano Joe. So when I watched that anime, right? I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but when I fucking watched this anime and I saw Joe, like Yabuki Joe, like just his like goal and what like the stuff that he does, even his action in the beginning, like he has like an arc that he grows, right? And I'm just like, bro, this is basically me, but more physical. So I'm gonna talk about later that I'm into MBTI. And I've been to MBTI in like 10 years ago. Before the K-pop people and normie tried to make it a score horoscope and do the percentage like, oh, I'm 50%, I'm 51% E, and I'm 20% P or something, some bullshit like that. Okay, we only talk about functions here, but so Joe Yabuki is basically a sensor like extroverted sensor type, so he's very like SE, right? So I'm not an SE person. Uh, but other than that, oh yeah, and I'm also into Enneagram. I don't think people are gonna argue with me here, but there's arguments with like you can't be this if you're that, and that's just BS. And I'll say the reason when it comes up in the future. But yeah, he's a type A. Same with Akagi. They're like all type A, and I'm a type A, so I relate to them. Basically, and that's a short analysis. And yeah, I also like Berserk. Berserk should probably also be in a manga. The only good one, the good anime, is the OVA one, right? And the 1998 or something, or yeah, like that OVA is the only one that's good. And more that I'll speak to later. And then for manga, Hinotori. I mean, that also has the anime, but the manga never got finished. But just so like future would recommend, but maybe is not a thing that I really like. And I also like Zazu. Like so because what I said, I'm more an anime person. If there's anime, I'll watch anime, not manga. So a lot of manga that I read is gonna be BL or something like that, or something that is not animated but it's good. Like there's no animation. There's only manga and it's good, so I'll read it. You know? And for games, of course, Master Duel, and I don't play TCG or OCG. I don't play in real life because I need a button to tell me I can activate something. And Pokemon, so I played every single main line, and I played like whenever it comes out on a new console, I would buy the console just because I wanted to play Pokemon. So, for example, the DS, the 3DS, Nintendo Switch, like so I wouldn't say I'm like a super big gamer, but if there is something that I'm buying, it's because I want to play Pokemon. And my favorite gen is Gen 4. That includes the mystery dungeon, right? Um, but I actually enjoy Diamond and Plat, even though I mean Diamond and Pearl, even though people say like Plat is way better. But I was okay with Diamond because the way I played it wasn't fast. Like I'll have allowance of I could play during uh what's it called, summer break or something, so it's already slow. And I take my time kind of doing random shit in Pokemon. So other than the HP bar, LP eight, yeah, LPH, like the life point being very slow, for me it wasn't like crazy like, oh, this is bad. Yes, yeah, I bought the Switch for, yes, for basically for the show. um Yeah, so and Pokemon, they take my money with the plush as well. uh, yeah, but even though, so my bias is Gen 4, right? That because I mean, come on, Mystery Dungeon, Sword, Soul Silver, Plat, But I do agree, Gen 5, Black and White is the best, and that's not because that, oh, I used to be a hater and be like, oh, these are bad. And then later down the line in 5 years, people are like, oh, these are the good Pokemon games. I'm like, no, these are fucking good. In the beginning, you guys had no taste. Like, I'm sorry. Like, black and white, peak. Black to white to, like, just peak. And, like, I don't get, like, even though I like Gen 4, and, Mystery Dungeon is probably the top one, right? But that's not a mainline game. But I would never argue with somebody like, oh, like, black, like there's something better than black too, white, like black and white. I'm just like, yeah, no, that is the peak. Yeah, no, I also wasn't part of the internet, But there's people that say they're saying like their discussion of like, oh, now you guys all love it, but back then like it was hated. No, it wasn't hated. It was like not sold well because like there was a lot of new Pokemon. It was more like mature or like it was a different direction, so it didn't sell well. But when I played it, right, I'm always also not in the community. I'm more so, but I never thought it was trash. I thought it was fucking gold. So that's what I meant by like, no, for me, I never thought it was bad. For people that thought it was bad and now think it's good, you just have bad taste. I'm sorry. I know. Did I start stream on YouTube after the tech notice? I think so. Yes? Did I? Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh boy, we like 30 minutes in. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. No? Oh wow. Oh wow. That's really bad. Low. Wait, I literally went up again just because like it didn't. Okay, I guess it did. Well, wait a sec. Let me see. Guys, go to Twitch for now. Bro, people gonna think that 10-minute techno lag issue is like the final thing. Oh boy, no. Guys, why nobody tell me? Oh, I mean nobody could tell me because YouTube wasn't live, right? YouTube chat wasn't live. Nobody could tell me unless unless oh wait, no, it is live. Wait, no, is it? Wait, no, it's not. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, no, it is live. So I hide it. I hide it. I thought the live one was the techno definitely old one, so I hide it, but it's the live one. Okay, wait, let's see. I just unhide it. Does it work now? Yes, it does. YouTube fam, YouTube fam, you guys go okay beyond YouTube. Oh my god, delete. Pretend nothing happened. There, okay, guys. 啊对，是可以的，只不过不是我双开了，但是我自己把它给设置成不可公开，因为我以为我新开的那一个直播是之前就是10分钟刚开始就是很卡的时候。Okay, yo, Olive. Okay, we good. Let me go back. Boy. No, not wait. No, okay, no, we continue. Yeah, okay. So okay, it was fixed. It was I'm stupid. I hide it myself. It was live. I always, but nobody could see it. So what was I saying? Yes, black and white goat. Yes. Um, and the Ace Attorney series. So I've never played it myself, but I watched it maybe like yeah, also like maybe 10 years ago. The only one that I'm not sure, but I know some spoilers. I'm another thing I don't care about spoilers. If you tell me something, I'm like okay, fine. But I think the only thing that I'm not 100% sure is the AA investigators. So that one, which actually just had a remake last month, I think. But from every series from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we don't know when seven's gonna come out or when if it is ever gonna come out. But I know every plot from 1 to 6, just not details of AI. And maybe I probably forget, like certain cases, but like the biggest plot twisters, of course I all know that, plot twist. But I like Ace Attorney. And I also like rhythm games, and it's in parentheses because it's not traditional rhythm games. Like I tried like more traditional ones, like what Osu, and there's a couple ones on the App Store. So what is it called? Like I forgot their names, but like demo and all those type of stuff. I'm not too crazy about those. So the reason why it's in parentheses are like a school idol festival. So it's like gotcha. It's gotcha with wrestling game that has anime girls or guys. So I played School Idol Festival 1 and 2. Played Utapuri. Um, And I've also played. So currently, I also play Project Sekai, but I don't. It's more like, oh, if there's a song that I like, I'll go up. I don't even clean it every day for events. But I used to, yeah. So for School Idol Festival, which was a shit show because they closed down the first and the second, and it was just bad. Okay, guys. But I played that game for 10 years since the beginning, and I played three separate servers, and I willed. So I didn't spend too much money on pulling cards, but I did will for one of the events, which was both of my Oshis, and I did top one, and that was I think like 13 days. And within the 13 days, I think 7 days, it was 10 hours of playing. So you actually have to pay attention or else you'll die from LP being low. Yeah, so I played that game like every single day. If I'm not, like, I would like open it and then clear the three LPs, right? Uh, yeah. So it was just it was a routine built in my life for almost 10 years. But that game is fucking dead. So yeah. No. So it's not a PvP, right? So it's well, I mean, actually, so Project Sekai there is no actually, and there are events that are PvP where they'll kind of pair you, and like if you're in the same group and then you guys play the game, right? You like you tap the notes, and but it calculates. So there's multiple ones that there's one that calculates your accuracy, so if it's like full combo or all perfect, and another thing that is like on score base. So basically, if you have money and you max out your cards and skills, then you have higher score, right? So there are one type of event that's like that. I think that's the challenge thing. It's called challenge events. But usually there's other ones where, so the more traditional one is they'll have a song that's out, and then that is like the event one. Later, that would be added in for like you like normal, like you could play it whenever you want. But there would be like you get an item. So you'll get like items from playing normal games, like normal songs that are normal, right? Like just like standard one that you can play all the time, and you get like a small item, maybe like it's a flower, and then you will use the flower as LP for the event song, and then the event song will calculate points. So it's not really. There are certain ones that are like PvP, but it's more like soloing. It's more like you playing and tapping notes and getting the score. And getting, so, and there's like ranks of, so for example, like maybe 10K is you get one card, 20K you get two cards, or and then like certain tiers that you hit, um, you'll get a card, and then depending on how many people are in that event, right? So maybe if you want to get two cards, so it's like the top 10K rank wise. So if there's a lot of people playing this, then it'll be like higher score cutoff, all that type of stuff. So it's not really like well, I mean, so yeah, it's kind of in terms of getting the rewards, it's kind of duelist cup stage. That makes sense. But there's like a different, they kind of change a little bit, some PvP, sometimes different, but it's all the same old shit, okay? Is you get the event cards that you want, or you top like me, where I was like, both of my Oshis are here. I don't fucking care that there's midterm now. I'm gonna fucking not sleep and do 10 hours tapping notes on my phone for 10 hours for 7 days, and get to number one, top one rank. So I did that. And basically after that, I retired and doing any event like ranking. I just get the card and I'm like the single card. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We good here. But yeah, that's the written game part. And of course, I like mahjong, but I'm not good at it. But I just think it's fun. That's also a reason why I was interested in senpai. I think maybe this is more OCG stuff because mahjong is not really a like a common hobby or like a well-known game in the West, right? I haven't heard anybody from TCG that are like, "Oh my fucking god, this is a mahjong theme. I want to play Tenpai because of that." But yeah, those are animes, mangas, and games. And I said there's gonna be more weed shit, right? So here, didn't this was like a couple years. I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago. They did like a rainbow thing with like all the series that they like with like different colors. So everything that I mentioned, previous slide, are here, and there's some also some other stuff here. So for example, like the more mainstream ones or like shonen that I'm like it's fine, like it's okay, but still it doesn't make it to like top 20 or something. So like I think Hunter x Hunter is fine. And I mean Evangelion is okay, but I'm not crazy about it. You know, that makes sense. But I'll buy if like there's like some waifu stuff, you know. But it's not like oh shit, I have to get this. You know? I know TG player just wants their no. Actually, TG players are more waifus. I think. No, I think there's more waifus than OCG actually. Hey on Haruki, yes. I'm not a boomer. Okay, they're actually good. I'm sorry, they're just old. They were pioneers. What else here? Oh yeah, there's some Vio, and then like Maiden Abyss, right? That's cool. I mean, space cowboy bebop. You know, that's pretty mainstream. Uh, so what's other stuff that's mainstream here? Is Digimon mainstream? That's actually also like nostalgic. I've seen it when I was young. Is there any main stuff here? Is Magic Girl Madoka mainstream or is it niche? But I feel like that's pretty well known, right? Yeah, it has a deep rabbit. So it's more like concept wise, I'm like, okay, fine, but I'm not insane where I feel like it's so like it is ahead of its time, but I'm not crazy about it. I'm not like, oh, this is so good, you know. But I'll put it here, you know. This is a 7 by 7, so this is 49 animes here. Kaon Restro was a cute girl doing cute thing. Yes, yes. So I think Kaon is the one thing that they did. The first one that did like just moe girls doing like daily stuff, which what like the girl like recent years they're trying to do the band shit, and I don't like any of them. It's like forced Yuri and just so boring. Like I don't feel like that's authentic. I mean, there's people that like it, but I'm just like I'm not interested in that. And also like because of band, the song is also a little different. I mean, K-On! Is also a band, right? But I like their songs. A lot of their opening ending is dope, and the group dynamic and character was also good. You know, so that's why I'm like I do like it. Yeah, the criticism is like it's just like a weeb moish shit. I'm like that's kind of the point. It wasn't trying to do. I don't think it was trying to be like deep. You feel like a boomer? You're not a boomer, guys. No, you don't have to be liking stuff that is from this year, okay? And again, I do follow new anime, but most of them I just don't like, okay? And it's true that the old animes are better. I'm sorry, like that's just true. If you say otherwise, that's another thing with Taurus. Okay, it's like I will mention this. There'll be people be like, "I'm sorry, I don't like Demon Slayer." It was a mid manga plot wise, and uh Utopia Table made it go, and people are like, "Wow, this is so amazing!" With the quality of anime, and I'm like, yeah, they did that in 2006. Like, there's nothing new here, so I like or no, okay, and then you can argue, right? Yeah, 2006 they improved a lot. Yeah, it's better, and the video is good. Like I'm not gonna say the video is bad, but then they'll say like, oh yeah, this the protagonist is different. Like he's not like the other shonen happy or whatever shit. And I'm like, he's fucking annoying. And the plot is fucking shit. It's garbage. I'm sorry. Like, and they're trying to argue like, oh no, it's actually good, or they're like, oh, it's just different. I'm like, bullshit. I'm just like, sorry. Like, I'm not a boomer. It's like you. That's objectively, factually incorrect. That Demon Slayer is better than I don't know. Like, I don't even like One Piece like that. I don't even fucking watch One Piece. And there'll be people arguing like, oh, it's like on the same level as those like, or like, well, no, I don't like Naruto, One Piece, or whatever shit. And I'm like, no. full stop. Like you fucking tourists, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. That's what I meant by tourists. Okay. Like if it's just a random people that they just watch it on Netflix, you know, because a lot of times I say like I like anime, and then sometimes they'll just be trying to like make a conversation. They'll be like, oh yeah, I watched Demon Slayer on Netflix. It's cool. I'm not gonna be like, yo, you're trash. You have a trash taste, you know. Like they're just trying to make a conversation. But it's when they're kind of still watching anime, or at least they say they're a weeb, right, or they consider themselves a weeb, and they say shit like that, and I'm just like, stop talking, thank you. Exactly, I know. But no, my point was like, yeah, visual's good, but the plot is shit. And they're trying to arguing that oh, it's different because like the protagonist is different. I'm like, he's the fucking bitch. You know, I don't mind harem. Actually, yeah. Another thing, I don't like isekai just because I'm not interested in. Actually, like Sao is a isekai, right? And it's even though Asuna is the waifu, but there are other girls that like Kirito, right? But it wasn't the harm part that I didn't like. It was just I'm not really interested in. I don't know, like isekai. Usually their plot. I mean, sometimes in the recent ones, those toilet papers are not the harm part is not helping, right? More fanciers. So if you see, actually next to me, so this where's this table thing? Is it here? So this one, this thing here, this thing here is oh, what is it in Romanji? So this is I think the direct translation is I don't have a lot of friends. So it's literally a harm. It is literally like there's five girls that like a guy. But I liked it. I mean, the ending was bad. The ending, I feel like the author was just like, "Hey, we just wrap this shit up," you know. But I don't. I'm not fundamentally against harm. Harm or whatever that is. You know, Fate is a great manga. I mean, Fate is a R18 game. It's a gal game. Most thing I watch is trash. No, I mean, I feel no like it's like I don't mind. Like there's stuff that are this. It doesn't need to be like sophisticated as into like you need to watch stuff that is all like you know super nice, but don't act like your trash is not trash. You know, that, that's what I meant. Like I'll like I don't know. Like, is there stuff that is trash that I still enjoy? I feel like yes, right? Like oh yeah, like so for example, like for Pokemon, I'm not gonna say the tree is like good, and I'm not gonna say like oh because of time restraint and they're a small game freak, it's a small studio, you know, so it's like excusable or whatever stuff, you know. But I'll still enjoy it, you know. I'm it's not gonna be like oh I really it really bugs me that this tree here is like this texture is so bad and it's like laggy and there's no content, you know. Like I'm not gonna try to say like oh no it's all good, like you know. I'm not saying Sword and Soul is trash, okay? I'm just saying I'm making an example as like it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just like objectively, okay? It's not opinion. It's just like if it's trash, it is trash. You can switch trash to something else. It's same thing. Was that fate I heard? What? The you mean yeah, you mean the Rin here? Yeah, there it's a R18 Gal game. It's originally a Gal game. The big threes are Higurashi, Fate, and Toho. That's the three like indie game kind of dojin thing, right? So it is. Oh yeah, another thing. Actually, good point of Fate thing. So there are tourists that are like they get mad as artists drawing something that's like blue with like I don't know saber or red, and they're like, oh why are you doing this? And people are like, guys, this is a gal game, and in the gal game, there's things that are literally like you know and they don't know that, so they're tourists, and they try to like make a point, and just like, dude, like, why are you like this? What? Yes, yes, boku wa tomodachi ga. Yes, yes, that one. I like Yozora, and at least in the beginning, including the novel, the plot was fine. The ending was bad though. I don't think anybody would argue the ending was good. But my point was like that genre of like a bunch of girls liking a guy, uh, it's not like automatically. I'm like no, I'm actually more automatically to isekai, because usually the plot, even if it doesn't involve like a bunch of girls and one guy, I'm not interested. Which I use like SAO as example because SAO is like at least there's Asuka that's like the actual wife, right? Um, I watched the first season, and there was a girl that has like short hair, and then she died like with the first 5 episodes, and I wasn't crazy about the plot or Asuka or Kirito, so that and that's like what the most famous or like the first kind of that is a lot. There's are people that watch that. That's like the first few anime that they watch, right? I started watching, and I mean, if you exclude Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, which was like a long time ago, uh, the more like anime, a lot of anime I watched was maybe like 2010. So I didn't watch when Haruki, like that was what 2006. I didn't watch that when it was 2006, right? But I think SAO came out in 2012 or something like that. So I already been watching like other animes that I enjoyed before SAO, but I didn't enjoy SAO. Right? So the genre I would say wouldn't be harm. It would be isekai. You build tolerance. Yeah, it's just it's just it's not appealing to me. You know, that's the reason. And I mean also there's a specific harm type with. I feel like maybe that also doesn't help because there's a way to write harm in a good way because a lot of Gal games, even though I don't play them, but I watch other people play or people that like do analysis on it. There's a lot of Gal games that have good plot. Maybe also medium's different. They have it's what 60 hours gameplay with 10,000 endings that you can write a character good, and build a plot right. So, uh, but a lot of I think recently is a lot of it's more like, oh, senpai, I like you, and I don't know, like 10 girls just like I don't know. I don't have to explain it. It's like that also kind of doesn't help if it's written badly because I don't get actually if it's written badly but it's reversed with the guys I probably more tolerant with it, right? But it's different. But guys wouldn't be the way for automate would be guys would be like how do I say it's like a different approach. But yeah, but like a lot of guys like one girl, right? But it's completely different. Because the demographic target audience is different. Actually, yes, Digimon the Isekai, but the plot is fucking good. What do you mean? Actually, I was trying to watch season 2, but the source I have is kind of laggy. So I only watched the first one. The first one is GO. Character development, plot wise, everything was perfect. Yu-Gi-Oh is also Isekai. You're fucking going to ancient Egypt and you're going to Shadow Realm. Pokemon is isekai. Is there anywhere that's Orange Island? Can I go and catch my real life Altaria here? True. I don't. Yeah, I guess that's. There's not that many archetypes and actual harm though, right? Like even in Bokutachi, it was like this girl faking that she's a guy, but she's actually a girl. But the guy, so what's his name? Tori. I forgot his name, but the main character, he liked that girl, thinking that she was a guy. So, but she is actually a real girl. So fake femboy. Yes, Digimon is great. I don't know about the new stuff. The new like that's another thing. Like they like the new movie and they destroy plots and they try to milk the nostalgia. Usually that ends bad. Not just Digimon, a lot of like new stuff. Here, there's more shit here. Talking about heart, here, heart, here. Love flops. I don't know what that is actually. Oh yeah, also what harm is good? A lot of ancient like 90s and 2000 hentai. Bro, their character and plot is written better than a lot of anime now or light novels or manga that is isekai with a bunch of girls. I see. Oh, there is? But oh, I heard because I know somebody that's like into like Digimon like with like all gens and stuff. And I think they said that they were worried because they don't have new content, even though there is like a manga or something. It doesn't seem like they're like he's worried that they don't have money anymore. But I'm like, no, it's Bandai, so maybe it's not like Dragon Ball, that level. But I think they'll survive. The list goes on. I know. I know. Okay, so okay, even though this is a list, the only waifu, the top one, if I only have to pick one, the waifu I have is Mikoto Misaka. So the not the index protagonist, but the Railgun protagonist. She's the best. I also have her pillow. And for husbando, if I only have to choose one, it would be Keisuke from the initial D. So the younger brother. Which is why I've watched Stage 1 10 times because I like that art style and there's a lot of good scenes where he was fucked. He's just fucking cute. Okay, I like him. He's 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 actual husbando material, and I do ship him with the girl that has the other FD later. Unfortunately, they didn't uh end up being together. But those like if I had to pick one from yeah these two lists, it would be those. I don't like actually no. Okay, yeah. So also like a lot of like not Pokemon. A lot of the so the list on this one it doesn't have I think most of the manga like of course it doesn't have Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards it will be Live Twin, specifically Layla, and I'm not too crazy about Ray. I like Rose more. So if you include not keep saying Pokemon, if you include Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, that those are the ones that'll be on this list. Yes, he is. Okay, you know what? At Atemu is not even Husbando. He's like god tier. He's like above the Husbando list. Okay, like when I was fucking young, I was what 4 years old or 5 years old, and I was watching 4 Kids, and I was like, wow. And I got a balloon. I think they used to sell that like his balloon at Toy R Us, that something like that. Oh, and I can't fucking find that photo anymore. I took it out and I placed it somewhere. I can't find it anymore. But I think it was like my fifth or sixth birthday, and I had his balloon at my birthday. Yes, Dark Mission Girl, and also Mana. So like her past life, she's also cute. Okay, yeah, actually, yeah, Dark Mission Girl is actually OG waifu. I'm sorry, like nothing compares. Not even Live Twins, Ray, whatever. Like nothing compares. Okay, Dark Magician Girl is number one. She's cute and stylish, and Mana is also like cute. Like her past life. But yeah. Oh, and then for guys wise, like so like for each gens, right? So I like Atimo, and then I like Manjome. So I like Chaz, and I like Jack. And Gen 4, like a lot of like most of them I all like, but probably Vector and Kaito. And then Gen 5, of course, I mean Kurosaki shit. And I've mentioned this. I think R5 plotted shit, but and then they it destroyed all the characters at the end with the plot. But I like Kurosaki June, or is it? I think his name is Shay in English. Those are the guys, right? And then Revolver is also good. For like Reigns. And for the guys in Rush 2, I'm not crazy of both of them. For girls, like of course Valentine, Dark Magician Girl. Also I like Selena from Arc 5. And Shark's sister from Zexo. I don't really like any girls, I think, from GX and 5Ds. And actually, the Rush 2 girls, so both of the Rush 2 girls, I like Roman and what's her name? Something like that. I forgot, but she's cute. I really like them, like the new two Rush 2 girls. Yes, Shay Obesidian. But yes, this is my waifu and husbando list. There's more, but I mean this is good rid. So and more on hobbies and artists. So hobbies, I like to sleep and do nothing. That's my biggest hobby. Okay, of course, watch animes, right? Even if it's not new. Like I can still watch anime and watch old animes, that I haven't watched. That doesn't mean I'm a boomer. Great list for the hobbies. And then as I mentioned, MBTI Enneagram. So I have a group of friends that are into it, and I use like functional vocabularies like on a daily basis. Like we'll say like, is this a TI mentality, or that person? We'll just speculate, just for fun. And there is some truth to it, okay? Even though it's pseudoscience. And anagram with like different types. Like I'm very interested in that. Shedded hobbies. I know exactly. Actually, no, there's one that's not here. Actually, okay, but I don't do it. Yeah, okay. Also, I like to yap and fucking complain. Okay, as you guys can know. And then okay, werewolf game. So actually, from the previously when I said like games that I enjoy, so anything that's like mystery. So I also like true crime podcast, right? So anything that's kind of puzzle solving or some type, Ace Attorney that is I don't know mysterious theme. I think I'll enjoy just because I like that type of genre, that theme. And there's the thing called Malby shouldn't exactly. Thank you. Oh, I saw your TCG Pokemon mod. And I saw your Raptor short. Thank you. Modern issue, modern solution. Virgo, let's go. So I was saying, so you guys know about like mafia games or like werewolf games? So basically, it's I think the minimum you would need is at least 5 or 6 people plus a god that has like is like telling everybody to like wake up every night or something, or like giving out like what their occupation is, right? So for rare games, it's more of a social game, so you do actually have to go out and meet people. Or I mean, you could do it in your home, but you have to invite multiple friends because you need multiple people to play that. And then more modern version of it, would be like something like Among Us, and there's I think a duck one that's similar to Among Us, but those like it's basically that is also werewolf game, but it's like you're doing action, so you're not speaking. Oh yeah. Okay, so about this, right? So for werewolf games, there's specifically a version that I use in my like self intro video that has like because like there's different variations of it, right? And there was a period of time when it was super super popular in China, and I heard about it, but I wasn't social in terms of like going out because it was a thing that a lot of guys would go to try to get girls. you know and it's not really a weave thing, I guess. So I when the game was at the peak, I was not into it, and now it's dying because as it evolved and went more competitive, and then people would argue and be like, "You're fucking stupid. Why didn't you do this? That's why we lost." So I'm not a is not. new game user friendly. So that game is fucking dead basically. But there's still a group of people that play it as like meta. So there's kind of a tournament, and it's 12 people because 12 people is the best. Like minimum you need to have six, but best is 12. I mean, it could be more than 12, but the best thing is 12. And then you guys sit, everybody sit on a round table, right? And you play a game, and the game would be minimum 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, unless like two wolf just like, oh, we explode, we explode and make this faster, and that will be, maybe it could be like just 30 minutes. It'll be fast, but I watch that religiously, like, so it will be like they like every day, for example, like every, let's say like every Wednesday, they would have 3 games, so that stream would be 10 hours. Right? Because it's minimum like 3 hours per game, and 3 games that's 9 hours, and they have like more than 10 seasons, and each season, or like so like you kind of like LL, like they have like season one like every spring or like every summer. I watch that rigorous, and there's like multiple ones. I watch that like religiously. So even though I never played it in real life because I didn't got the chance, because they're used when it was at the peak. There are like kind of board game locations, right, where you could go in and then you could play with strangers. But since this game died, it's not popular anymore, so that's pretty hard. And the way I want to play, even though it's supposed to be played casually, but I do like the part where, because it's not entirely logical, because logical means that everybody knows a known fact, but everybody, depending on what your role is, you wouldn't know. So it's more about kind of psychology, because kind of how also have to analyze, is this person, because they could be lying, but they could be a good guy, or they say something, and then you need to analyze, like, is there a reason? Or is it, are they trying to hide something or something like that? So that's why I like that game. So even though I don't play, I watch it. Yes, yes, they're tournaments. I'm sorry, this is obscure. If you're Chinese, you would know what I'm talking about. I don't think this is a thing that was like popular in West, like on the scale when it was popular. Yeah, but I like it. Okay. So uh if there's enough people that want to play Among Us with, I never tried it, but I'll play Among Us because that's something similar, that's modern, that is not 10 people or 12 people speaking 5 hours and sitting down. You know, it's a more fun for everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Where to find two plus game to play the same game? Yeah, two. Okay, two. Yeah, 2 people is not even enough. You need six, because it's two villagers, like peasants, and then two, like, it's usually like a fortune teller and a witch, and two wolves. And if you're playing in real life, so it's like not online, right, or like an app, you need another person for God, because they have to say, like, like, because if you have a machine just telling you, okay, close eyes, that's not enough. Because what if like somebody, like, for example, like, more if like my wish and I throw my poison to like 100, and 100 cannot, it cannot, if it goes out, they can, like, if they dies, they cannot like shoot somebody, right? And a god needs to tell them at nighttime and tell them, like, oh, you cannot, like, if you get out, like, first of all, if you know that you cannot shoot anybody, you're dead by poison. But then when you leave, you don't actually shoot. So you actually need at least 7 people to play that game. What is Yap? Just like what I'm doing now, just talking like random shit that are unnecessary. Okay, let's move on from mere fucking. Okay, another thing I like to do, which is not okay. This is not a shut-in activity. Okay, this is actually, you have to go outside. So there's cons, right? Anime cons or events, and sometimes they bring in seiyus or Japanese voice actor as guests, and sometimes they do signing. And if I could go, I would go. Um, and I'll usually cosplay the character that they voiced if I do have them, and I'll just meet them. And depending on, it's different. Like sometimes they could sign official stuff. Sometimes they don't. It's like they give you out something or just a board, but it's just nice meeting them. And now there's more and more of them coming uh to the states. Like it used to be more rare. Now it's a little bit more. I guess they realize that they can make money of selling tickets, and people would be lining up to get things signed. You're yapping in chat. You're not yapping. Your favorite is Nobunaga Shimazaki. I need to Google that because I'm not sure about the romanji, but I would know with the kanji. Nobugagi Shimazaki. Oh, he's so fun. His cosplay at like the Fate events and all the events, he's fun. Would like cosplay and then do like the poses, like at the Fate Grand Order events. He's funny. And yeah, and they also do like a lot of times they would do radio shows or do like just talk, radio and also like stream or like video type stuff. I mean, it's all in Japanese, but they also do stuff like that. That's cool. Yeah. And another thing I like to do is eat a bag and otaku oshi activities. So I have more than 50 eat a bags, and there's more in my cart. But I think I need to stop buying them because I don't have space to put them. But I have a lot of them. Yeah. I have a lot. Like I could have an entire room just with all just my eat a bags. And other like Oshi activities is more like just buying goods or merch, uh, that type of stuff, I guess. Oh yeah, because like I've already mentioned Squidle Festival, right? So Love Live. If I could go to your live, I would go that type of stuff, right? And I have my Kuju, so it's just like those light sticks that are in a row, on a on a thing that you can have it on your hand by like you're gonna have 10 sticks on your hand by one hand and it's super heavy. I have that. So as the third one charts. Uh yes, I think most people know about MBTI as the 16 personality type .com, but that's not actually MBTI. That's using the letters and just having percentage. The actual MBTI is function. Yeah, but I think the chart you're talking about is like 40% T, 60% F, right? Oh yeah, yeah. So J-pop. So let's start with J-pop. So J-pop, I would say maybe like Anason and things that are not Anason, but for example, like not I'm just using an example, like Yao Sobi is like J-pop, right? But some of them are like in J-rock and some of them in like other things. But I think in general, I probably like the R&B undertone. Or is it rhythm? I'm not entirely sure, but something that is like that. I'm actually not crazy about more traditional J-rock, even though a lot of anime openings or Anason is like J-rock, But there's like more authentic J-rock, and I'm not into that style. Yes. He does a lot of BO jokes too. Yes. Yeah, it's also a rabbit hole after you go and watch your radio and their like live streams and events, Yeah, and then J-pop. So there are more. There's some J-pops that are not even in the anime sphere. So I don't know if you know guys about Exile and JSO Brothers. Actually, are they? Yeah, they have some J rocks. I have their song later in the band karaoke. Actually, do I have them? I think I have them. I think I added them. But those are more like actual entertainers that are not weave related. Yes, I am. Yes. Oh yes, yes. You asked that question and I was like, fuck, is Twitch not working? Yes, I'm multi-streaming. But the chat is both. It shows up on both on screen. Natori like. I feel like I know who you're talking about. Check. Natori. Man. Wait, is that a singer? Oh yes, yes. He did Roki, right? That's actually Vocaloid territory. So if you guys see the first list here, so Mitchie P, he is a producer in the Vocaloid community, and he's the GOAT. I don't care. He's the best. His famous his famous most famous song and his fucking first video that he did is Freely Tomorrow. And it used to be the highest growth one. Like it recently got broken. Just I mean recently now YouTube and streaming and TikTok, right? But that was what fucking like more than 10 years ago. It's fucking insane. And he doesn't just tune Miku. He also tunes like the six. You know he does a couple of Luca's, Kaito, and he does Ren, but more like group harmony stuff. Yes, yes. So Auto, yeah. So she's actually she has a background in Vocaloid. Like she used to sing that, and then now she's like right. So she's more on the weak side, kind of. But yeah, Auto, like Yaosobi, Auto, like their singles, usually they are in my like sound list. But I wouldn't list them as like my favorite artists. But yeah, like those type of it is J-pop, but that's a little bit more on the weak side. I feel like I do enjoy like listening to those. Yeah, it's the One Piece movie. Yes, yes. Actually, I like her. Is it Odo? Yeah, Odo. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. I like that one. Oh, and then the and like there's a couple ones that I like from her. Oh, also from her. So, from producer wise, I also like Giga. Right, so he's like pop, like that type of like Auto, and he uses a lot of like Ren and Len, so I like Giga as well. And there's some other like Harumaki, which is a little bit more on the emo side, right? I don't know if that's alternative, but it's not like it's a little bit different style. But yeah, I listen to a lot of Vocaloid, and which ties into that's why I played Project Sekai. And in terms of group, I like VB Bass Squad, or which we call Vivid Gay Squad. They are Giga is in charge of their group. Their original songs, a lot of them are like Giga wrote, and they're kind of like the nightclub pop. Like that's like the genre I like. And then 25, so like the Niji, Nigo is more emo. Actually, that's a genre and or like theme that in Vocaloid I do like kind of. So MMP, which is Mitchell P, he's actually in charge of like the other another group called Mormor Jump. That's a little bit more like idol kind of like alternative idol, but their style in general is not like I wouldn't put it on the list. They do have songs that I like, you know, including like their cover of like Eve. So that's another thing that's like they have Vocaloid background, but they've been doing like J-pop songs or anime or non-anime stuff. So that type of stuff, in general, I all like kind of. On your case, I just like music songs in general, listening only. I see. Well, I mean, I enjoy like music videos and stuff, but it's yeah, I think it's more about the rhythm, because sometimes like I wouldn't be like this lyrics like I feel like lyrics is less is maybe the soundtrack. Is that how you say it, or like how it sounds like? And another thing that I like, actually I didn't see. Oh, here, listen, sing collection I poured from high school with. Oh yes, yes. My playlist is I think 30 hours. No, there's new ones. There's always new Vocaloid sound and new J-pop sounds, and if I like it, I'll add it. So actually, that's probably more updated than my anime list. Oh yeah, another boomer thing that is gonna be like you guys gonna say I'm a fucking boomer is so like I also listen to K-pop, but most of the K-pop groups or songs I like are Gen 2 and 3, like mostly 2 and some 3. But there are new songs that um I like, but I would not put it in my song list. No, actually no, that's actually no for the girl groups. None of the girl groups, like, I would put it in my soundtrack. For guy groups, there are a couple ones, but it's not like the new 5. I think there are 5. They're not the newest ones, but they're not like Gen 2. That makes sense. And my bias, my goal, and that's a fact. The only people that could argue with me is if they're Big Bang stains, because Big Bang and TVXU or Tombon Shinki used to be rivalries when back then, which is what 20 years ago. Wait, no, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or something like that. Gen 2, prime Gen 2 time. But oh god, all every fucking song like that, like so the way I like a group is if their song, most of their song, it has to be more than 50% of their entire song I like, that I would like the group, you know? So there are certain groups. So for example, the Star show of like Izone, right? They actually do have a lot of songs I do like, but there's no specific member that I'm crazy over, you know? So if you ask me girl groups, I would say them. Like I do like them. Like whatever their concept or like music style. Do you listen Yao Sabi? Yes, I have like Love Letter and I have a couple songs of her in my sound list, yes. All stuff just better. That's a fact. Surely it is true. Okay, you know what? That's another thing. There's K-pop tourists, and they're like, oh, and then oh my god, that like K-pop stains are like fucking toxic. They're like, oh, like our group is the best, and they're like, oh, this dance is like so hard. That's why they don't open their mic. And I'm just like, bitch, legit bitch. Like any fucking single Gen 2 or Gen 3, because they had it harder. It was harder for them to break, and they just had better training, they had better skills. They were overall all better than your fucking trash ass group right now, okay? I'm sorry. like like it's funny because like sometimes like we're like, oh, you like K-pop, and then I don't know, they try to like be like I already sense they're gonna say something about their favorite group, and I'm a Cassie. Like that's the TVXU fan name. I'm just like, I'm a Cassie. Like, you're not gonna win here. Like, there's no, like, I'm sorry. There's nothing you can, like, you cannot say anything and say like your group is better. Your group is not better. I'm sorry. Okay? EXO is Gen 3. Yeah, or like transitioning from 2 to 3. I think yeah, they're a 3 group. Yeah, so EXO is another thing, as like there are a couple songs that I like. Actually, maybe most of their songs I like, but I'm not crazy about them. Actually, they have a song. So they have a M group, right? So like a Mandarin group, and they're in the beginning. Some of the lyrics were so like fucking cringe. Like the Wolf one, oh my god. You know what? Actually, I should sing that later. It's so fucking bad. It's hilarious. I have a friend that's like a EXO fan. Like that's her best favorite group. And when we go to karaoke, and I'm just like, I need to sing this because this is fucking funny. But yeah, EXO is Gen 3. TVXU is Gen 2. Uh, and I actually didn't know them when they were active, like they're 1.0 before they got split. I know them after the split, but I went back to see every single live, every single radio, every single fucking material, every song. I'm just like, oh my fucking, I'm living through the pain. But yes, I like TVXQ. Just in general, like Gen 2, like Shonen, Shonen, SNSD, like what Sistar, like not actually most of SNSD girl SNSD songs I like, and some of like the Gen 2 and 3 songs I like, but not group. Not like I would say like I sing this group. Favorite anime genre Senyen. Senyen and like gambling, intense stuff, fighting. That's kind of. I feel like that's a pretty You get the theme here after after I say that, right? Like intense type of stuff. That's a little bit more mature, I guess, theme wise. Okay, and content. So what you guys will expect from later or in the future? My bad gaming skills because I'm bad at gaming. Gaming genre, yeah. So I say that like I guess mysterious theme. So it could be a simulator, it could be like visual novel or something like that. I don't really play action games like FPS or that type of stuff. I can't. I don't know how to play it well. uh I don't know what Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh because that's not really genre, I guess. Like I'm not crazy about TCGs. I because I'm more a anime Yu-Gi-Oh fan. That's why, and because of Master Duel, I picked up the card game sky. Bad gaming skill for content, right? Bad shower karaoke. Yeah, so I was thinking since it's gonna be bad, I'll make them into shorts. So it's like me singing when I shower. That would be the concept. And then random MBTI rant. If it does come up, I'll talk about it. If nobody knows, I'll not talk about it. But I know there's so many content. We could just go on personality database. We could go to Reddit shitty MBTI, and then there'll be it's wow. The comment section and the post is gold. If you know the context, it's gold. Oh yeah, so ASMR. Because like if I do it eat a bag, that takes like what 5 hours. So I could stream that, and that could be ASMR. That's what I meant. Or I could open packs, or just do my like sleeve my card sleeves, or do an open boxing of like my merch, or not my merch, but like merch that I buy or something like that. It doesn't need to be ASMR, but it could be ASMR. That's my point. That scene. It's not on purpose. I'm just not good at it. Sorry, guys. I'm not talented like that. Yu-Gi-Oh vibe still mid. Yeah, I'm a mid Yu-Gi-Oh player, so yeah, cringe and base fact. I don't know. A lot of stuff I say I feel like it's fact, but I guess it's opinion. It could be cringe or base, based on public opinion. And the reaction shit. So I watch random shit. Which I did before it. When I show you guys like crazy Billy Bitty Yu-Gi-Oh memes or video. There's like 10,000 of them, and it doesn't have to be Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but like Reddit, subreddit, that type of shit. Anything in general, I like to watch. I watch them on my own time, So like I could watch it with you guys. I'm rookie 5. How about that? 18 years old. Yeah, I'm not a gamble person. So I buy singles, and I never spend any money on Master Duel. So guys, learn from me, okay? You need to control your itch. We're gonna be a rehab center here for your card addiction. And then for vlog, right? So because I know I'm gonna go to cons, uh, I'm not talking about guests, but like if I could, there might be. I don't know how to set it up, but that could be a thing that could happen. Not live though, but maybe live. We'll see. Goals. We're gonna capture all the birds. So any bird, and then collab with others. If anybody wants to play with me, especially among us, that needs multiple people. I'm open to collabing with other people. Merch. So I do have some merch right now, but I have to do the logistics, so I can't. There's a link now, but I'll show you later today in this stream what they look like. But there's specific merch that I want to do. So for example, 1,000% we're gonna do a playmat and sleeves. And I'm trying to find a manufacturer that can do binder but not leather. I want those default Konami plastic ones. I'm sorry, I just like that better. But I can't find a manufacturer that does it. Maybe it's like you need to do like 10,000. That's the minimum order or something. Or just like people just like leather because it's more durable, so nobody does that. Except Konami, basically. Can't do microtransaction. I'll have no money in a week. Exactly. You need those locking like car limit or something. And meet and greet. I'm open to in real life meet and greet, but that's probably like way later. I need to get enough. I need at least what 100 people that would line up at the con to meet me to do it. So I don't know. At least let's see. At least 10K, right? 10K followers on Twitter, maybe. Or I don't know what's the CC or followers usually. That usually could do a meet and greet, virtual or in real life, right? So what's my favorite archetype? Wing beast and dark. Come on. I'm sorry, dark. Even though dark is like a default thing, but who doesn't like dark? And of course, it's wing beast. I also like a magicians because they're hot. Those are the two archetypes. Ain't gonna hit your playing half a go wait to shake hand. Don't worry, I can come to Japan or Asia. Come on, like that's not. But actually, that would be harder, right? If I do a meet and greet that's in Japan, then we need to be at 1 million sub. Sub not meaning like the like the sub of Twitch. I'm talking about like subscribe on YouTube or like followers. We need to be on that level, okay? To convince a event and be like, I mean, if it's a big event, right? You kind of have to convince and be like, you're gonna bring this to your event. People gonna line up and meet you. If it's a smaller event, like if it's a random event, then it's more like connection. I need to ask like my friends in Japan, be like, or like probably like it's easier if it's not official, right? If it's like, oh, it's like my friend's booth and I'm there. And there's only 10 people that show up, then okay. Then there wouldn't be a problem. But if you need to do official, then you need to kind of be big, I feel like, right? I would take a flight to be someone in convention just to give you some decent selfies. Oh, decent sleeves. I have too many sleeves at Matt. I just bought more yesterday. I need to stop doing that. Only if there's hot pot. What do you mean? You're talking about private dining section? That's too much, dude. That is a little too much. I was just thinking about convention setting, okay? Like at a booth or like at a table or something in the corner or somewhere. Or whatever, like at TwitchCon, they I think yeah they could do meet and greet at TwitchCon. And 3D model just because, and the only reason is not because I'm crazy about 3D or I want to do like moving full body moving. The only reason is because of the do this that I have, because that makes more sense in 3D to see like to move it more and stuff like that because it's easier to build it as a model instead of drawing 10,000 angles and trying to rig it in live 2D. But that's like later on the list. And because I live in a slum right now currently, so when we get money or we get some money, we buy a mansion. That's the end goal. Well, I mean, if you hit 1 million sub, you probably could buy a mansion, right? Because everything ties together. Oh, oh. And I'll only be able to show if I get one specific exchange program. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Gotta study. Oh shit! Stop. Oh. Well, nothing happened. Okay, so the tags are basically just live is on air, art is art, general is just my name is abstract, Genmu, and then clubs is just GenmuChun. And then fan names, you guys are called Burbies. In Chinese, are called GGG. Talking about model, what's your favorite plot? We're getting there. We're getting there. Even though this is what fucking 2 hours already, we're getting there soon. Okay, don't worry. PowerPoint link. Nothing leak. You guys didn't see anything. Here, this is you guys. I totally didn't rip off Alteria's here. Is that here or I don't know the thing on top? I guess this is a mix of I don't know Yada and Alteria. But this is you guys. Yes, you guys are Burbies. Wait, no, with two B's. The correct spelling is with two B's here. Chicken man. Yeah, it's roundish. It's more like fat. Not fat, but it's more. It's. Your ear is so smooth. You know why I wanted to add that? Because I was like, if I make a plush of this, I could grab the top part and spin it like a fan. And then after I had that thought, I was like, yeah, we didn't add this off. So that was one of the reasons. For babies. You guys could be bird babies. So yeah, this is how you guys look, okay? And we're getting close to model part. Okay, so for this thing, this is the initial outfit design. So this is one of my friends, and I had a PDF that was more than 10 pages, and each page was half body text. 50% was text, me explaining what I want specifically in paragraphs, and the other half was example references of like texture or like for example, like this is the initial design, and I showed the Lila, um, like their jacket, but I told her that I didn't want those like cushion kind of pillow texture. But and I also said I want a hat. So I basically like I had multiple references, and then they kind of like mixed it based off my breed. Thank you. Yeah, and as you can see, I have a Joe star here, but I was stupid and I forgot to do a JoJo pose on this model here. So that pose is going to be on the next model. But that is the JoJo reference I have. Cyber. Yes. Yeah, and then so the logic here was initially this logo was on the back, but I guess it makes sense because like I mean you're not gonna see it on a model, right? So my artist that drew this model they put it in the front, but I have a toggle to just hide it if I want to if it looks too big. But you can clearly see on these strips like these here these things. This is basically kind of like the evil twin art. That's like how it kind of is. Yeah, and there's some other stuff. So I oh yeah, and I also told her initially this earring here that I have, I wanted like a hair clip, and it was initially just like a heart thing, like multiple hearts, and this is a reference on the asexual flag. I am ace. I'm not arrow though, but and because I know I wanted it like blue, purple, white, right? And then the ace flag is black, gray, and purple and white. So I was like, if fits, right? So initially I wanted a hair clip, but she designed this single like earring, and I was like, yeah, that actually looks really good. So we kept it as an earring. But if you see also at the end of the jacket, this is literally the flag color. I'm yes, oh no, I'm Jolene Genmu Jolene Genmu Joester. But yeah, this is and there's more detail on this thing here, but I told my artist that did the model, I was like, you could simplify it because you know what is more suited as like a VTuber model, kind of. This is actually her first design. She did it for me as like I guess a VTuber outfit design, and she did it very busy when she was at work. She sacrificed her resting time to do this. So she's she's a goat. Yeah. But also the mahjong right now on my hair, this is exactly like her file. Like the front. Like she drew that. This is one of the early mama. But let me show you guys the model. Fucking about time. Okay. Stan Burbies. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Wait a sec. Let's do this first. Okay. So there's 10,000 tacos, so we're gonna go one by one, okay? I'm angry. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Yes. That'll be that's all for me. Look, this is when I do MBTI. My ball sphere, fortune bonding. And we could also have the glasses. Here. Actually, How I how I fortune tell with MBTI here. And for the yada, look, it has three feet. So there's one here on my hand, one on my head. So my head is the nest. Also, better eating position. My black face. Actually, nobody knew about this reference. I felt like maybe it wasn't obvious enough. This is the Lelouch one. So this is a Chunobin reference here. But the hand. Yahoo! Yahoo! Black line. Like Chunyo Chunyo the thing that's like did I say that right? It's an archetype. It's an anime archetype. The fucking weird shit. You're done with the region. Oh here, and then this is oh wait a second. Stop. Back. Stop. Wait up. Wait a sec. I want to show you guys the full one now because I'm gonna remove the coat. Okay, you guys see this? The coat removed. This is no coat. No jacket. Go back and yes, middle school snackness. Yes, that's what it is. What else? Crying mouth. Where's my crying face here? When my computer and internet is potato. It's not a mental child. Mental child is Menhara. I mean I guess Chernobyl is mental. And let's see what else here. Oh, do this. Okay, so I need to go more. Okay, I'll do here. Okay, so for do this, I have it with the coat and without the coat. Right, so there is look at this is the ring 5, the new Brave Strict. The Brave Strix? Yes, it's called Brave Strix. And also I have the logo off and on just in case there is anything. And also I have like a light thing kind of here. Light chain kind of. Yeah, this is oh yeah, and also I have an on one where it kind of flickers, the light kind of yeah. And there is a 12 a this is a 10. This is the ultimate falcon one. And you see I gain a I gain a zone because I use rank up. Yeah, and then like you see it kind of glows like with breathing kind of also on up on this. Right, so and then there is 13. So this is the new one, the Rising Rebellious Falcon, right? Before I fell asleep, what time is the next stream? Right after this. Right after. So it could be like 4 or 5 hours. Oh, and get a code off. Yeah, so here. So it also works with so this is kind of like a stage 2, know, where I have this arm and actually this works with the coat as well. Wait a sec. Too many doggles. Oh, here. Yes, yes. See, so I was like, it looks kind of it doesn't work with like having the jacket on the side as well. So like you can't see the top part, I guess. But I feel like the best one is just don't have the jacket, right? So it's just like hello, hello. So yeah, the 13, 10 and 5. Right? Yes. Yeah, and then you guys already know it's the same thing. With with the armor thing on the side. Congrats, congrats. Okay, let's get the what else here? Let's see. Uh, whoops, not oh yeah, top here. So what I said, so the earrings, I could get it off if I want to. So no earrings, earring one side, earring one side. I feel like initially it made more sense because it was bigger. So the asymmetrical kind of works, kind of if that makes sense. But I think it looks okay with both on like this model. Oh yeah, and then here, you guys ready for me taking off the wig? It's almost 100, but it's not 100. Here. Because chat said I would look good ball. So here, this is guys. And also, there's people that said that they don't like my PNG eyes staring at them when the model wasn't moving, right? So also this for you guys. You know, it's like everything works here. Like head rub. Oh yeah, yeah. Head rub here. Just you guys want head rub here. I have big brain power. That's why my opinions are facts. Yep, okay. So put my wig back. Oh yeah, get my eyes back. Oh yeah, and the eye color. So initially my dad did a darker purple here, but I wanted a lighter one. But I mean I kept this just This is I don't know when it gets dark or something. And I landed even though there was technical difficulties, but I landed safely with my verse. Bro, what's this? Oh, grumpy mouth, eating mouth. Mm, mm. Oh yeah, this is the hair that I used for short. And I initially I didn't want like these shorter hair with my ponytail, but like we could do this if we want to, like the back here. Oh, and here. So on my mahjong hairpins, I could also have it in my hand. So there's two of the one bamboo, which is like a yada bird. Usually it's a peacock or like a phoenix or something. So it is usually a bird. I just made it yada. And I have the chun pie. So you guys know the chundora. That is the kanji. That is basically what it is. But usually it's like red and white, right? But I made it blue and purple, blue, gradient, just because color scheme. These are the hand mahjong tile. And yay! Oh yeah, also wait. Which one is it? This one. This one I see evil twin. When I see new Casey merch drop. Oh boy. Look, also no highlight. Did you follow me guys? Did you guys follow me? Did you click the bell on YouTube? Hmm? Oh yeah, and then this is what I'm talking about. So the logo could be take off. If it's too busy or whatever, you know. There's an option. Oh, my mic. We'll use this after the next stream. That's after this bag karaoke. It's time to. You click all the buttons. I mean, this is not a middle finger for you, but it's just showing goggles. Look. This is gonna Kali Yuga. Gonna Kali Yuga my opponent. Can't do shit. You're like you do your user evenly mad. User evenly mad, right? I mean, this could be used with the angry and all that stuff. But yeah, this is my two fingers here. Guys, you meant by you cancel the subscribe button because if you click again, you unsubscribe, right? No. And glasses, yeah. So mahjong, same thing with the hand one, right? So there is one, this one, this one. Mm, puppy mouth. Just for me, just to unsubscribe me, okay? Oh yeah, and the net thing here, just so we could also take it off. Right, yada. So the yada's feet is also we could. This is no feet because it's on my head. one that's this. So this one is there's only two on my collarbone. But it could be one or two. Like there's an option here. And same thing when it's on my hand. So the 3 feet is like the free, and then there's it's on the card art. It's actually just one. Uh, but what's it called? There is it is actually 3 feet. I had a brain fart there. I was like, what was I trying to say here? Wait. Yep, three. Right. And then there's also hey, shit here. Also death. No, oh. Well, I don't know what that is though, but okay. Oh yeah, here. This is not the short hair, but this is the thing taking off the pony. Here, short hair. Short hair gain. Oh yeah, and my hat. I forgot. I totally forgot that hat thing. I was amazed that she did that. Because I didn't request the hat thing, like the transition with like this. You guys see how smooth this is? I was like, how the fuck you did that? I'm like, what the? Oh, also, okay, so for sure here, right? I don't really use this more just because like the hat. Uh, the only reason why it's short here was because I actually wanted a ponytail. Like I just want my ponytail, but like coming out in the front. And my artist said that it's gonna get in the model where it blends in together. He said that's not really doable. And I was like, oh, okay, then I guess we do short hair. And he asked me, do you want short hair or do you want like a little bit longer? And I'm like, let's do a little bit short because that fits more. That's the only reason there is a short hair. That was not intended. Because I don't actually like short hair myself. No, so but we have a short hair option here. I know this is. I mean, the do this was also. I mean, everything was the same, but this when she showed us, I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, it was like my face, like that exploding emoji. I was like, yeah. Oh yeah. Also, this actually the hat thing also works with the. Actually, it does work with the ponytail, but the ponytail is sticking outside. So let's at short here. See. But initially, I wanted so you don't see the ending part, and then it's supposed to come out in the front. Like when you have a hoodie, and you could like put your hair, like drag it out in the front. That was initially what I wanted to do, but I guess that wasn't doable. Or if it was doable, it would be pain in the ass to rig. Yeah. So that was the logic basically. Evil horns, exactly. The reason why I wanted a hat like this was because the only way I could show the horns is to have the hat up, right? Because there's no back. You can't see the back, so I have a evil horns. Yes, devil here. Short ear. Why short? You guys are the short hair gang. You guys short hair gang. Oh, here also. But look, this is like a motion thing, and when she did this, I was like, this looks like the Kaiba and Jack thing when when they throw it and then you could kill somebody with this. But somebody also mentioned that this looks like you have your entire deck and you're just waving your entire deck, and I'm like, that actually makes sense. And This is without the like the motion like pathway kind of, right? So you could also switch that off. And three cars. This is my three template cars. This is my Maxi, Ash, and Callback here in my hand. And look, she even did this. I never asked her to do this. I think I only said I wanted one option when there's one car and one option when there's like three. Yeah. But she did like I guess some animations of like car moving, you know? And there's a ton thing that's here. Like you see, like see this? Like a little bit of turnout. Three person hand now. You know what? It's lava golem, kaiju, and the egg, the raw egg. That's the three cars. Yes, I said Vexy, Ash, and Kame. Oh, and there's this. Just in her mouth. Oh, and this. This is when I'm going against Yuval, and they have full combo from Lotus. Or I didn't know what to Ash, but they had callback, so it didn't fucking matter. This when my Ash gets fucking callback or cross out. When I fucking misplay. When I fucking have potato internet and I was in midway doing combo and we connection failed. Yes. Yes, you can speak Chinese, yes. 你可以说中文。无所谓。Yeah, so I think that's oh wait, that's not all the toggles. There's one more thing. One more thing. Right like this. Too big. Chibi! Chibi Genmu. And every toggle still works. So including the this. Guys see? Everything. Everything works. It's just like a master toggle that you know. Oh, people like short hair, right? Master toggle of everything. 因为这边大部分外面是在讲英文嘛，但是你讲中文无所谓，你可以讲中文啊，因为我会回中文。Oh, Genmu, yes, and there's another back on the ground. Oh, this is on the ground. That's a yes. Those are the redeems. But I could probably use this when I play some games. Usually, there's some that usually they just do the top with their head and cut off at the collarbone, or they'll do like just the top body. But this would work with full, like just chibi. Like I always put it on the side and you can see everything. Like this is a way to show everything. That's not tiny. Well, I mean you could show everything with your full model, but chibi. Lost child. I'm in the shallow realm. I shrunk. I know. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I forgot. I could do it on here though. There is toggle. Oh here. Look, feet, no shoe, feet. Good spelling feet, no stinky. Feet here. Look, wait. Put some legs, put some thighs here. Like when I move, see, there's a when I when I squash or something. But those things away. Shoes. That's not a lily. It's just a chibi. It's not a lily again. I'm not a lily, guys. Maybe. It's supposed to be shadow, like when you go down, like you see, like when I crotch. I don't know, like when I do my feet a little, something like that. Look, I put on shoes. No feet anymore for you guys. I'm not a boomer. I'm a lost child. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean like I'm a lowly, but I'm 1,000 years old, so I'm a boomer. So I'm legal. Is that what you're trying to say here? Hmm? Is that what you mean? Go back. Yeah. Wait a sec. 对的，Twitch 比较人多，因为 Twitch 一般看直播嘛，油管还是主要视频。但没有关系啊，油管反正你都能看到他们说的，就是你发的话，你发弹幕也是看得到的，就我后台都是看得到的，所以没有关系。So oh sniffer. Oh. Okay, wait a sec. Here. Oh, I have it. I don't have it out. Wait a sec. Here. Wait a sec. So I already have this. I have it in my home. I have it. It's just not. I need to do logistic shit so I can ship it. But there's more. But this is So on the left, it's a mini. It's a 10 by 10 centimeters acrylic shinky sheet. You realize your face getting bigger. Oh no, it's just because of the chibi. I think it's just a racial thing. Or what do you mean? Yeah, you're talking about the chibi model right here. Yes, it's merch. But I have to do logistics, so I don't have a link now yet. But I have the product already. But yeah, so the left one is a mini acrylic chinking sheet that has silver borders, and then these cards on the right, these are just kind of holographic. I think it's like metallical holographic cards. They're just kind of cardboard. They're not plastic. Um, and these are just kind of like my what my it's not called reference sheet, but like my art in different. So like do this my middle finger, the loved one, short hair, and the first one is like the kind of the default one with the glasses, right? And the last card, that's the back. So it's just my logo and mark in white. So that'll be a set. So it'll be 5 cards a set, and the last one, the sixth one, is just how it looks on the back. Yeah. And I already gave up with like quality in terms of color because if anybody knows that purple and blue is actually one of the hardest to get color accuracy. So it is what it is. And but I'll make sure that I'm not selling defects, okay? But I think at least the cars, like there might be some dents just because of like how this material is printed. But I mean, I bought I did a couple ones, so I could pick out the ones that are the best. I don't think it's gonna sell out. If it doesn't sell out, I'll just have them. I have a shrine of my own merch, you know. Tokens. Actually, yeah, also the car size. So if you use it as a token, it will look a little bit weird because it's actually smaller than a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So the borders on the side would be more. So the left and the right would be more than the top. I think these size are more like on the K-pop size card. It's like a K-pop card size, which is actually smaller than a Yu-Gi-Oh card. So if you put it in a sleeve, just know that on the sides, like the border, right? Like the sleeve, whatever, if it's a white sleeve, there'll be more white on the side than the top, which actually kind of bugs me. We're gonna do token center fill, car sleeves, car mat later. That would be my next plan. So we could do it for like actual TCG accessories. This is just some cars, just some cars. And the last thing I have is just acrylic fan. And you can see my big four here by this perspective here. But yeah, it's just a simple like one size, so it's not double. It's like okay. It could be better, but unfortunately, so I don't know if you guys know, they're the best one in terms of printing acrylic is offset, right? But offset, it is I've asked like it's either group order I think, or if you do it by yourself, you need to order at least 1,000 to start. Like they're not gonna do like 10, 20, like even just like 100 for you. But offset is when like it's offset print and it'll be sandwiched. Okay, so this is UV. So UV is like clear. Okay, like the pros is like it's clear kind of. But the color accuracy less than off print. Yeah, I think like it's not too blurry, which actually that's actually more important. If your colors aren't right, right? So and the stand is just my logo, like the bottom stand. Price check. I'm just thinking everything just be 10. So I'm just like, let's just do 10 each. How about that? I think that's okay. Like the stand, and this is 15 centimeters, so that is what 5 or 6 inches. Yeah, like maybe like 6 inches, I think. Same like everything 10. Yeah, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking like if we do a bundle, right? So if you buy the whole set, which is 30, I could do a signing on the cars, like the back, because I don't think there's any space on the acrylic stand or the acrylic shingishi, right? But the car, so if you see the back, I could go over like the logo. It's like white and pretty silver. So I was thinking, I guess if somebody um buys the set, right? And just tell me the name and I guess you could pick one of the cars. Or I mean, I could also sign all the cards, I don't know. And I have a lot of cars. I don't think it's gonna sell out, so but I don't think I should get two sets. I don't know, or because I don't know if any like you guys tell me, does it make more sense if people want all sign on the back like every single card or just pick one? I don't mind signing all the cards, but yeah, the point is like bonus would be I sign it on the back of the card. That's the plan. Thank you, thank you. I think we're wait a sec. Yeah, we're almost done. Yeah, this is just the merge part. Yeah, so hopefully this go up soon. I need to do logistic because stupid shipping and all that thing has to get get sorted correctly. But I have the items with me, so I just want to show you guys. And somebody asked, right? So the price, I'm thinking 10 of everything. So acrylic stand 10, acrylic shinji 10, the 5 cars. The sixth one is the back. So the 5 cars 10. And if you buy the bundle 30, I do signatures on the cars on the back. That's what I'm thinking. And no free shipping, unfortunately, because the shipping is a bitch. I'm sorry. But everything in here should fit in the envelope. That's another thing. I was like, I'm not gonna do poster right away because that's a pain in the ass. Unless you have like already packaged tubes with it or something like that, right? So it's like we do small items now first. Just to get the gist of it. Car slash. Yeah. And this is all the credits. for now. So yeah, so the alpha design that was like super cool. Uh, so Joranzi, if you guys go on my Twitter on my top can tweet in the replies, I have every people's Twitter account like at. So if you guys want to follow or support them or just be like curious who did what, if they are on Twitter, I have their like I've added them in my credit list on Twitter. But yes, this is not the full one, but there's more. There's also a more list on my Twitch about page where underneath credits, and that there's actually links of them. If they're not on Twitter, I'll link it to their page or something, that they use. And this is a schedule that I have upcoming. So tomorrow is Sunday. So tomorrow is not on this. It's not on this, right? It's not on. It's not on here. But tomorrow we're doing tempeh because I know you guys been waiting, and I watch all the videos, but I don't know if I still can if I can do the combo correctly, you know. But we should do that. And I'm thinking of just trying to make a set schedule, but take it easy. So some streams might not be like 8 hours or 12 hours, you know. But there's two demos that I want to try, and demos might be like just 1 or 2 hours. I know the Sensei one is maybe 2 hours. Um, they're all demos, so they're not out yet. And there are certain standard ones that I want to play. So the first one is Plant versus Zombie Hybrid version. So that's a mod thing where basically they have plants that are like sunflower and watermelon together or something like that. It came out like 2 or 3 months ago. I need to download the updated one, but I never played it. I downloaded it, but I didn't play it. I want to play that. Uh, and I'm not a boomer for playing that. Okay, it's a good game. The original game is good, and I want to play that. I waited it for after debut to play it with you guys. So I didn't play any nap currently yet. No, it's not 12 hours. No, it's not. Okay, so what I mean, like for demo wise, like after the demo, I'm not gonna go into master. Okay, that's why. Like, it's gonna be 12 hours because of master. Okay, you guys know. Okay. 早上好，早上好。英语听力好了，没事，你发中文弹幕，反正我会说中文的，没有关系。我中文比英文好，所以没有关系。And also there's Koneru, Dimension Girl. I'm not sure what the genre is, but the demo just came out I think a week ago, and I really like the art style. Kind of looks like VTuber, not VTuber, but like it's poppy color, cute, cute protagonist. So I don't know how long that demo is, but I'm assuming it's not gonna be too long. Gotta play that as well. So basically, Monday and Wednesday would be like the shorter stream where it's just like chill, I guess. And another series I want to start, as I mentioned, I know Ace Attorney, except maybe not Investigators because I never watched somebody else played it. But I know it's really good, and I think I know some spoilers from it, but it's fine. So I want to play it myself, starting for the first one. So I think the order is the trilogy, and then the AA Investigators, and then 4, 5, 6, and Great Ace Attorney. I mean, you could play Great Ace Attorney anywhere. It's not correlated, but I'll play every single one of them, and I know the trilogy is gonna be like the trilogy. So the first three parts is at least like 60 hours or something. Yeah, even the Great Ace Attorney is probably like 1, 2, right? The DLC is maybe also 60 hours. So this is gonna be a staple for a couple months. But I think maybe per chapter it might be 3 or 4 hours, right? So maybe that's just speculating like how long the stream might be. Meanwhile, viewers schedule, watch anime stream for 12 hours, go sleep, repeat. No, but if I start at 7 p.m. and it's 12 hours, then it goes. You guys are not sleeping. You guys are gonna sleep. You're gonna have China. You're gonna be on a China time zone. You're gonna sleep and sleep in the daytime and then wake up at night. which that's not good. So if you have better stuff to do in the day, and I shouldn't do that because I need to do editing. That's another thing. Like I can't do 12-hour streams every day just because I also need to do editing. Unfortunately, we need to do like shorts and TikToks and stuff like that, and clips and stuff. So uh, that's the reason it can't be 12 hours every day. 最近把 Andy 下回来了。我你是后那个，对对对。我白组好像我就差几张 UR 吧，然后因为我当时拷贝的蛮久，就是蛮古老的，有些卡好像都已经被 ban 了，但是我还没有去看攻略，我只知道他们貌似是堆木嘛，堆木然后升攻击力。但是我在我会在万圣节那天播 Master 六，然后我会玩那个卡组，但是玩之前我会去搜一点教程，就大概是这么个。我最近还在看天飞龙，因为我天飞龙还没有学会。啊，对。但是那天的话，其实毕竟是娱乐嘛，都是我可能就玩点什么管人双子啊，就是万圣节定嘛，所以其实也可以开do room，就是大家玩也可以，就是大家就我和你们弹幕玩也是可以的。总不可能用那个白骨去打排位吧？这有点我不知道，这个我的水平肯定是到不了的。So Honoka here, uh, he saw that I want to play right on Halloween, and he's a right player that likes right. So he was just asking me, "Am I ready?" And I'm like, "It's a plan, and I'm gonna do some studying." But on Halloween, which is next week, the schedule's not here because it's like week after this schedule here. But on Halloween, I am gonna do Master Duel, and I am definitely gonna play right and like live twins, and maybe it's gonna be a dual room because we're not gonna ladder with those things. Just some fun Halloween theme Master Duel. That's the plan. 应该不是光道吧？我感觉好像我的里面怪兽全都是白骨的卡，然后我不知道的一些魔线吧，好像。哦，应该是不死吧？那应该是不死局，可能是，因为我知道光道是什么，应该不是光道。就我拷贝的那个卡组是很久以前拷贝的，就是里面有些卡好像都已经限二还是限一了。对，我没有玩过，但是就是那个我一直放在那儿。算五那1年多以前的事情。没有，我不是说白骨不行，我只是说我的水平肯定到不了，然后我也不太想掉段位，你知道吗？所以应该不会用这个卡组去打排位。万圣节的时候。Yeah, and so another staple would be Pokemon. There's a couple ROMs. I've downloaded simulators, but I never tested if it's gonna work. So there might be technical difficulties. And I know there's also ROM hacks or randomizer, but then that's also some computer stuff that you have to set up, right? So I'm thinking the first one, maybe I just do a normal playthrough. So, and because I like black and white, I mean, I mentioned like, Gen 5 is good. So, and I think there's a recent one called Vote Black, and I see a lot of people playing Nuzlocke with it to make it harder. But maybe I could just play it with like normal, you know, without any modification. So just taking it slow. And Pokemon usually is like less than 6 hours. It could be done in 15 or 20 hours, right? I mean, I don't know how hard. I think this is harder than maybe I don't know if it's harder than Challenger or whatever, but that'll be a staple. Like after this Volt Black, the plan is hopefully we could figure out more ROMs and randomizer, and we could do like Nuzlocke or randomizer. But yeah, Master and Pokemon is gonna be a staple no matter what, basically, every week. And Plant versus Zombie, Hybrid, and Ace Attorney is going to be something that is going to be ongoing. Ace Attorney is going to be at least a couple months just because we're playing every single series. Yeah. And yeah, and because you guys want more master, right? And we need to do more tenpai training, so why don't we just have Saturday, Sunday just to do master the tenpai? That's the plan for next week. And tomorrow, which is not on this sheet, uh, we'll do tenpai as well for master though, because I haven't streamed for a week. Last time in stream was just like testing her. 嗯，但我只是讲一下，因为我不太喜欢就是默认卡组不行或者强，因为我不是强者党，我还是比较娱乐玩家的。虽然说，但是我打排位的话，肯定会考虑说，就是那还是希望竞技一点的构筑嘛，啊，是这个意思。Okay, so yeah, this is the whole presentation, and we went over for 2 hours. This is why I yap too much. Initially, we said this is going to be an hour, right? This is 2 hour and what 40 minutes. But yeah, this is the debut stream part. Yay! Yep. Oh yeah, and also another thing. I will have potato Wi-Fi again tomorrow. So if somehow some shit happens and we can't stream, that might happen. I'm trying to figure it out and update my internet. It's like it's trust me. I fucking hate this lag shit thing that happens. Not talking about today. Today was a setting thing. But like my usual potato McDonald Wi-Fi was bad. But that might happen. That might happen. For this week. So if it does happen, then unfortunately, I don't know. We could, I don't know. We could be in Discord just yapping then. But trust me, I'm working on it. Don't worry. Thank you for the stream. Yes, yes. This is the Discord. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say, so I'm gonna end the stream here, but I'm gonna open a new stream right like immediately, and we're gonna do bad karaoke singing. You guys like that idea? With current audio on. With audio on, okay, guys? Okay, see you guys like in 2 minutes, okay? Bye bye.